Hey everybody on YouTube, this is Super Nintendo, and welcome to my video where I discuss my views on the timeline placement for Breath of the Wild. Now, I know that ship has sailed quite a bit, and I don't remember if I actually made a video on it, and if I did, well, you can compare this one to the last one. But in this video, it's not so much going to be about where I believe Breath of the Wild takes place in. It's going to be what is the answer for all of the inconsistencies in Breath of the Wild. Names and locations from all three timelines appear in Breath of the Wild. And there's also tons of information that only exists in each of the three timelines that blah, 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 blah. Can't talk today. That mysteriously converge in Breath of the Wild, I guess is a good way to put it. My theory is the Master Sword is the reason for this. Now, for those who don't know, the Master Sword transcends time. This is outright stated in multiple Zelda games. In Ocarina of Time, it is outright stated that the Master Sword transcends time. And it's also stated in numerous other Zelda games. Now, here's my theory. Well, that's part of it. But my theory is Fi. The spirit in the Master Sword, she is conscious throughout all of the shit that appears in every other Zelda game. She may not say much, but she knows this. And according to Skyward Sword, a truly experienced hero with the Master Sword can hear Fi. Or Fi at some point of time after being pulled out from the pedestal of time, begins to wake up and starts communicating again. One or the other. So, my theory is that the reason for all of this, for all of the inconsistencies in Breath of the Wild, is because Fi is relaying this information. Because she lived through all of this. She knows what happens in the other timelines. And I think that's the reason. The reason why there is Lake Lulu and Lineback Island, not Spectacle Rock. I guess they could probably have named it after the Spectacle Rock in the Downfall timeline. But and all this other stuff, the reason for all of this, for at least the names of locations and whatever, inconsistent information, it wouldn't really help with locations and whatever. But the reason for that is because Fi is relaying this information. She knows what happens. I guess it wouldn't really help with Lineback, because Lineback comes from Phantom Hourglass, and the Master Sword wasn't there. But at least for most of this information, because there could easily be a person named Lineback in the Downfall timeline or the Child timeline that we're just simply unaware of. That is an extreme possibility. Because it's just because they're different timelines doesn't mean certain characters' names wouldn't be brought up. There's a kid named Link in all of these timelines, in all of these games. Zelda is kind of a special case because there's a royal family rule that every female in the family needs to be named Zelda for some reason that is escaping me. But I feel like this is a pretty solid theory that aside from line back and whatever, that could easily just be explained by there's another character named Lineback that we just never saw. I feel like that is a pretty good theory. So, yeah. My personal opinion is that Breath of the Wild takes place in the child timeline because it has the most evidence. And, it can't possibly take place in the adult timeline with Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks, for a number of reasons. The Master Sword and the Triforce are gone. They are under the sea. Under the sea. Under the sea. I don't know. They're under the sea. And, locations like the Temple of Time and Lon Lon Ranch, they would not be able to survive being submerged under a massive fucking ocean and surviving over 10,000 years. Way more, most likely. And there's also the fact that there is no train tracks anywhere in Breath of the Wild except for in the Goron mines, which most likely were built by the Gorons anyway. So, that completely ruins the adult timeline. It is possible for it to take place in either the child or the downfall timeline, but personally I believe in the child timeline with Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and Four Swords Adventures because it has the most evidence. And also because the downfall timeline has way too many games in it as is. So, get some more games in the other timelines. This thing is kind of, bent, I think. I don't know. Well, it is foam, I guess. It's not going to stay straight forever. So, I guess that is the video. Most of the rest of this would be ranting at this point. So I think I'll end the video off here. Sorry it's a shorter one, but hey. Master Sword, give me sight beyond sight. Oh wait, that's the Sword of Omens. Damn it!